Hello everyone, Alka's back with Al. And today I've come up with a new video on the story The Black Aeroplane. This is the third story, the second part of the third story for class 10 English. We have already done the first part, that was the story of the seagull, where the mother seagull teaches the child, the baby seagull, to fly. And that was his first flight. And now, moving on to the same sequence, we have the black aeroplane. So let's see. Before talking about the story, let's know about the author. The author, Frederick Frost, was born on 25th August in 1938. He was a well-known author and an occasional political commentator. Commentators, you know what. He is the best known for the thrillers such as The Day of the Jackal, The Dog of Wars, The Odessa File, The Fourth Protocol, and many more to name. Let's see what he has to tell in The Black Aeroplane. The story begins with a description that the moon was coming up in the east and the stars were shining in the clean sky above me. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, and I was happy to be alone, sleeping in the countryside. The protagonist is a pilot then. He was flying his Dakota aeroplane over France, and he was going back to England. And he was happy that he'll be going back and meeting his family for a holiday after a long time. He looked at his watch. It was 1:30 in the morning. And he said, I should call Paris control room. And as he looked down the nose of the aeroplane, he saw a light of a big city in front of him. He switched on the radio. Paris control, Dakota DS-088 here. Can you hear me? I'm on my way to England. Over. He passed on that message. The voice from the radio answered, DS-088, I can hear you. You ought to turn 12 degrees west. DS-088, over. The voice from the control room asked the pilot to divert the plane to 12 degrees. He checked the map and the compass and switched over to the second and the last fuel tank. And he turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. And my God, what happened then? I'll be in time for breakfast. A good, big English breakfast. He was waiting to have the breakfast with his family. Everything was going on very well. But it wasn't easy. Paris was 150 kilometers and there were stormy clouds. You just saw in the picture. There were huge clouds and they looked like the Black Mountains standing in front of him. He wanted to go to Paris. But then he said, I'll take the risk and move through. And he flew the Dakota straight into the storm. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see anything outside the plane. The aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air, and he looked at the compass. He couldn't believe his eyes. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. The compass was dead. It wasn't working. The other instruments also became dead suddenly. He tried the radio. couldn't manage. There was no answer. The radio was dead too. No radio, no compass, and he was lost in the storm. Then, in a black cloud came near him. He saw another aeroplane suddenly. This aeroplane had no lights on its wings, but he could see it flying next to him through the storm. He could see the pilot's face turned towards him as if the pilot was talking to him. He was very happy to see another person, and he lifted one hand and waved. "Follow me," he said. "Follow me. He knows that I am lost." I thought he was trying to help me. He turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota so that it would be easier for me to follow him. I was very happy to go behind that strange aeroplane, just like an obedient child. And after half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of him in the clouds. See the aeroplane following the other aeroplane. And now, when he looked at the tank was only left for 4, 5, or 10 minutes. The fuel in the tank was only left for the 5 or 10 minutes. And then suddenly he saw two rows in front of him. He had come out of the clouds. Two long straight lines of light were in front of him. That was a runway, an airport. He thought, "I am safe." He turned to look for his friend in the other aeroplane, the black aeroplane. But the sky was empty. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I landed. I was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. Why? Because maybe he thought that he was safe. He was out of the stormy clouds. And he went back and he wanted to know about that other aeroplane and the pilot. He went to the control room. He asked about the other pilot. He wanted to thank him, but the lady looked strangely at the author and said, "And she laughed. Another aeroplane up in the storm? No, no other aeroplane flew tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar." So, who helped the author arrive there safely? Without the compass or the radio, without the fuel in the tank, without much fuel in the tank. Who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane flying in the storm without the lights? This lesson leaves us with such a lot of questions in our mind. Let's see how it comes to an end. Now, the key highlights of this chapter, once again on the fingertips very quickly. The pilot of the old Dakota aeroplane was flying in the midnight over Paris towards England. He dreams of spending his holidays with his family. He wants to have breakfast with his family in the morning, but unfortunately, he passes through the black clouds and there was a big storm. The compass, the radio, and other instruments turned dead. Suddenly, he notices the black aeroplane in front of him. The pilot of the plane instructs him to follow him. He even waves at him. He follows like an obedient child, but in the meantime, the fuel tank gets exhausted. Suddenly, he notices a row of light on the ground. It is a runway. He landed safely. He goes to the control room, asks about the other aeroplane, but is dumbstruck to know that there was no other aeroplane noticed on the radar that night. Many questions remain unanswered. Mysteries, they are mysterious and they are unsolved. Who helps him to arrive there without the compass and the radio? Without any more fuel in the tank? Who was the pilot who waved to him? Who was the pilot who showed him the path and who moved in front of him? Are the questions we are left with unanswered. Now let's look at some of the important questions here. Describe the atmosphere when the narrator was flying his old Dakota aeroplane over France and back to England. When the narrator was flying his old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England, the moon was coming up in the east, and behind him the stars were shining in the clear sky. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. He was happy to be alone, high up above the sleeping countryside. The next question is, what are the questions remain unanswered for the narrator? The questions that are unanswered are, who helped him? Without the compass, radio, and with less fuel in his tank, who was the pilot of the black aeroplane? Who was flying in and asking him to follow him? Who was the pilot flying without the lights? I'll take the risk. What is the risk? Why does the narrator take the risk? The risk is to fly through the black stormy clouds. The narrator took the risk because his home was beckoning him. He was dreaming of a holiday and looking forward to be with his family. He also wanted to get in time to enjoy the English breakfast. Describe the narrator's experience as he flew the aeroplane into the storm. So these are some of the key points which could be converted into your answer. As he flew into the storm, everything went black. It was impossible to see anything. He jumped and twisted the plane, jumped and twisted in the air. When he looked at his compass, all instruments seemed dead. He saw another aeroplane. The pilot waved at him and asked him to follow. He was glad to find some helper there. He was using his last fuel tank and there was only fuel for 4-5 minutes there. And he was glad to find. And the other pilot started to go down and he followed. Suddenly came out of the clouds and he saw a runway on which then he landed his. I hope you have understood the chapter and I hope the questions would be helpful to you. In case you have liked it, please like, share and subscribe my videos. Let it reach to all the children who are really in need of me. Thank you and have a nice day. Happy learning. Wish you good luck.